Hey everyone, my name is Tatiana Carrido. I'm a rising sophomore at BU, and I am running for the position of community chair. I understand that I may be a new face to most, so I'd like to take this opportunity to share with you all a little bit about myself. So, community service has always been integrated in my education for as long as I can remember. In my lower and middle school years, my school had this program called Kapitbahay, meaning neighbor in Filipino, wherein we would dedicate a whole day to interacting with the younger children of our neighboring communities, who usually came from underprivileged backgrounds. We would organize games, getting to know activities, and prepare meals to share with them. I always looked forward to these days, not because it was a non academic one and that we got to go home early, or that it meant eating a Jollibee Yum Burger for lunch, but because it was a chance for me to get to know these kids, their stories, and how much they have to offer the world. In high school, I continued to serve as an English tutor. My job was to design weekly lesson plans to prepare selected students to take an entrance exam for the chance to study at my school on a full ride scholarship. In fact, my co-tutor Gino taught math and was actually a scholar from the program himself. Tulong dunong, meaning help with knowledge, remains to be one of the most memorable experiences that shaped my time in high school. Just as I have been privileged to benefit from the mentorship of those before me, I am grateful that I was given the chance to pay it forward to those who came after. I hail from a family of farmers and fishermen, one of the most marginalized sectors in the Philippines despite comprising a great majority of our population. I spent many summers at my lola's house in Bicol, wherein I witnessed the effects of climate change not only on my family's livelihood, but on the surrounding communities that I called my home. After graduating high school, I took a gap year wherein I juggled internships between multiple social enterprises, one of which being Educacion.ph, the biggest educational tech platform in the country, which continues to empower and guide millions of Gen Z students through online tutoring, skills training, as well as college and early career guidance. As editorial manager, I was tasked with managing a 5-member team from article pitching to publication. I have also served as public relations officer for Code Green Environmental Youth Association, an NGO geared towards environmental justice and conservation. I am a firm believer that environmental justice is interconnected with social justice, which is why I place equal importance in both in relation to community service. They say that it takes a village to raise a child, but if I'm being honest, I think that it takes a child to bring a village together. I believe that the role of community chair is the perfect avenue for me to channel this vision alongside D1. An idea I'd like to bring to life is a school kit and go bag drive for public schools in the Philippines. Year after year, the Philippines faces the brunt of climate change in the form of increasing storm intensities, rising sea levels, and threats to food security. Approximately 20 storms enter the Philippine area of responsibility per year. Growing up, I remember the months of June and August to be filled with class suspensions that ranged anywhere from 3 days in a row to a week. If we were to fund school kits and go bags, which usually consisted of basic toiletries, canned goods, flashlights, and medicines, we could not only supplement whatever school supplies were lost during floods, but also provide temporary relief during their stay at evacuation centers. The fundraising event for this could be an inter-school intramural competition, wherein D1 schools could compete against each other in outdoor Filipino games such as patintero, tumbang preso, and agawang base. D1 could then match the winnings of the champion team to round up the final amount. It would be a great way to showcase school pride, camaraderie, and the Filipino spirit of bayanihan. As an organization of college students, I think that it is only right that we pay special attention to education, but it is likewise important to consider the context of the children we are helping and the external factors that are contemporary with our times, such as climate change. In doing so, we pay homage to not only the children we once were, but also to the mentors who formed us into the young adults that we are today. Once again, I am Tatiana Carrido, running to be your community chair. Maraming salamat at magandang araw sa inyong lahat.